Hey, what's good, everybody? It's the Ambassador back here again in the brand new studio for episode number 9. And for episode number 9, brought in a wonderful friend of mine who is just really killing it in the space and a long time coming. Have had him on the past show before, virtually only, but super lucky to have him drive up and join me in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Wizard, Theme Park Wizard. We got
Hello.
Ethan here. What's up, buddy?
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I love this studio. I'm obsessed. I'm never leaving here.
Cool. He's setting up a cot in the corner, and you're just gonna sleep.
That's right.
over.
I even got my McDonald's. I'm to have dinner. I'm ready to go.
That's right. He stopped at some McDonald's, and McDonald's, I will take a sponsor anytime, and we love that product, like that kind of meme that's going around right now. He's going to take a big, huge bite out of that McDonald's, and we will get a potential sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey, Ethan, Mr. Wizard, thank you so much for coming up. Let's talk about how you got your channel started, and then we'll eventually kind of, move into how you and I met, because I think the way you and I met was pretty cool. It's actually through the original version of this show, which is pretty neat. So just take me back to the time where you just wanted to start making content. What's the story there?
Okay, all right. So I loved theme parks when I was a young boy, and I loved urban studies and planning and cities, and that's what I graduated for in college. And then, so I was like, okay, all right. And so I think it was Jurassic World. It was under construction. And I was like, hey, let's go ahead and let's go film that. And then I started filming some of those updates, and people really liked them. So then I did Super Nintendo World. Then the channel just kind of grew from there. And then I went to Disney and Six Flags and started doing their construction updates. And I was like, let's take my two passions, construction and theme parks, and let's make a channel. So I started in 2018, and now we're in 2026, and we barely moved a needle. But it's okay, because I'm having a great time.
No, man. No, you've moved the needle. I got a story for you. I promise you. You've I think the name Theme Park Wizard is absolutely fitting for you, because I do believe you've made some awesome moves in this enthusiast space that nobody's doing. And I think it's fantastic. And I admire you for that. I love that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So tell me, why Theme Park Wizard? How did that name come to be?
Because I was trying to think. I was like, man, and this is before ChatGPT, by the way. So I was thinking, I wanted to do something magical, because I was like, Disney. I was like, I like Disney, make the magic, right? And I was like, what's a magical types of thing? So then I was like, oh wait, wizards, they're kind of magical. And then I also, because I worked in 2018 in Harry Potter, so I was like, ooh, wizard there too.
There you go.
So I was like, okay, let's do something magical. It's kind of theme parky, and then I was like, wizard. I was like, that works out. And I looked up to make sure there's no wizards, and there wasn't. Well, there was one, but he doesn't make any content anymore.
I feel you there.
I leapfrogged him.
Yeah, I originally wanted to call my show The Coaster Show. I thought it was a cool name, super simple, but their Star Wars doesn't exist. But it looks like they haven't created content for like 10 years. But whatever. But no, listen, it was kind of cool, because like when I first started the show, well, first let me compliment you on Wizard, because Wizard's cool because it's like cross-platform. Like it allows you to make any IP work.
Exactly.
Because hey, what was one of the characters for Six Flags Magic Mountain before it became Six Flags?
Wizard.
A wizard.
That's right.
Exactly. So,
but yeah, I didn't want to do, like, people have like a certain train, like a Six Flags or Disney or even their name. But I made sure to not do one of those in my name, because I felt like it would be too limiting. You know? So like, I don't want to be like theme park
broader audience,
or like Disney theme park guy or something, because I'm like, oh, well, then I can only go to Disney. It would make no sense to go anywhere else. So I was like, I need something generic, but like still fits in the magical realm,
Right. And what I like about you, and when we first met, was that not only is your passion for theme parks and the construction and stuff like evident, but it's what do I say? It's contagious. Like, you can't help but, like, when you watch your content, to be just as excited as you are. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. I'm so happy. I'm glad that it goes through. See, it shows I'm genuine, because, boy, I get so excited over a wall being built.
Yeah.
But it's so cool, because like, every time I go to the park, like I went today, and I just saw, and I see these metal beams, and then my body see, my eyes see the whole vision, and I'm like, that's exciting. Everyone else is just like this metal beam. That's just a black beam. But I'm like, no, this is the future.
There you go. Yeah, it starts somewhere, like they're moving dirt. Like, hey, look, they've moved a dirt pile from this side to this side, but you can see beyond the dirt pile. You can see beyond the beam.
That's right. And you're like, holy crap, this is going to be amazing.
Right. So when you first started out, you said you were doing, was it mostly Universal at the beginning or what?
Well, I did some. I started out with like at-home videos. And those at-home videos were like Disney news. And boy, if you look at my early thumbnails, they're hilarious because I didn't know how to do a thumbnail.
Yeah.
So I just made the same thumbnail all the time, like 5 videos straight. And then I was like, okay, let's go to Universal because it was closest to me. It's the only reason why I went to Universal because Disney was doing Galaxy's Edge at the time, and Universal was building something, and Six Flags was with Crazanity. But I only had a pass to. Oh no, I worked at Universal, so I was like, oh, I get in here for free, so let me just go and film something, what they're doing, and so that's how I went to Universal first. But then then I thought it was pretty cool, and I was like, oh wow, this is cool. And then I saw they're building something else. I'm like, and then people started liking it. I'm like, okay, this is cool. So then I started really loving Universal more so than I ever have ever beforehand, which is great. And then I started to branch out to the other parks when I got more passes and more money and more passes. And I was like, okay, let's go to these other places and see what they're up to.
I think the thing that you've done, one of the many things that you've done that I think is very smart, is just consistency with your video uploads. You were like, hey, listen, I just want to get content out there, and so it was like, let me just get it out there. It may not be super polished, but you know what I like about those type of videos? It's kind of like my show, is that it's human, it's real, it's not overproduced. Not that there's anything wrong with overproduce. I work in television. Yes, I have to overproduce and make things shiny and nice, but I also think that in our format to just get it out there, to kind of say, hey, I'm just like you. I'm just a normal person. I'm like super excited, and I know that you're super excited, and maybe you can't get to Universal as much as I can as I work there. And I like that. You were very, very consistent with pushing out videos very, very frequently.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? I'm a terrible editor. I've gotten much better, but I'm a terrible editor. Also, again, I think it was like 2018, 2018. I was still in college. I graduated 2019. So not the richest person in the world. So all these cool editing softwares, I couldn't afford. So I'm like, all right, let's see what I got with just this free thing. And, let's try to add some transitions. And then, I was like, does it convey the construction update? And that's why I try to explain as best as I can in words, because I knew that I couldn't just do any crazy theme park stop editing, at least for now or at that time. Because I'm like, because man, I can't afford this, and boy, I don't have that much time. So I'm like,
well, I mean, there's something that's really organic that comes out of that necessity. I mean, look at my studio here. I mean, I've built this just stuff that I could find and try to make it as cheap as possible for that very same reason. It's like, I'm passionate about something, but I'm going to just drop thousands of dollars on things to make it work.
Exactly.
So, but there becomes a necessity of, all right, well, let me figure it out. Let me get it out there. And when it works, it works. I mean, one of the most successful YouTube channels that I know of is a guy by the name of Doug DeMuro. He does these car reviews. I don't know if you've seen him or not.
Never heard of him. But I also don't really watch YouTube.
Well, don't even worry about it. He started just reviewing cars, and he had a crappy camera, crappy audio, but he had such a personality that you just wanted to watch it. And I think there's something very smart to learn about that. If you got a personality, it can make up a lot. And I'm not saying that equipment isn't bad. I mean, obviously, I would love to have $1,000 cameras. But when you have a cool personality like Mr. Wizard over here, you want to keep watching because what he's saying, and there's enthusiasm and there's excitement about what you're saying. And I love that.
Yeah, and that's why, because you mentioned personality. That's why I think, especially now with the AI stuff, it's important, I think, always to at least in some videos show your face. There's a lot of creators out there that have AI thumbnails and AI profile pictures, and then they do voiceover something. You don't even know what this guy looks like. So I'm like, and it's hard with AI now being so good. Is that a real person or is that AI? But it's hard to you beat an AI by showing your face. So I feel like, like I said, that personality and showing your face and going out to the park, you can do some voiceover videos here and there like I do. But then also showing your face, being on a live stream, showing people you're real, and not just
be unique. And you bring up live streams. You have so many live streams. How many have you done, and how many are you currently doing?
Man, I try to do one every week.
Yeah.
But I usually do one on Mondays with latest news topics, and I usually do one at the park sometimes. Like I'm usually trying to do one at Universal or Disney once or twice a week. I haven't done it in a while, but I'll definitely be live streaming on FanFest nights. So like and horror nights, and then Fast and Furious opening, and then Disneyland. And I like to now they do the live stream vertically thing, so I live stream on like horizontal and YouTube Shorts or TikTok, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool because it draws a lot of people, and then I get to interact with people while also being there, which is quite nice. And I engage with the community, which is cool because I see my subscribers, and it's cool when people come and say hi to me at the parks. At the Topanga Mall, someone came up to me and said hi, and at my local Ralph's grocery store, someone said, "Hey, watch your channel," and it shocks me every time because I'm like, "Wait, we're not at a theme park," but I was like, "Holy crap, these people actually they live here, and they watch me."
That's so cool, and I guess it's a good way to transition into kind of how we met. So like when I had started doing the construction updates on a different channel whose name we don't mention anymore, but I was doing construction updates on West Coast Racers. That's what the construction updates.
Yes.
And I may have met you on site maybe once. I don't remember if we did before we officially knew each other, but what had happened was we started doing these. The pandemic happened, and so then we created these roundtables, and I just put it out there. I was like, hey, listen, we're all parkless right now. We all can't go to parks. Let's get together as a community and let's just talk, And for me, I didn't care about subscriber count. I didn't care. I didn't need to bring in, massive, theme park reviews or, like people with like hundreds of thousands. I just wanted to bring in anybody, I mean, by happenstance, I do, am friends with like Coaster Studios and Theme Park Worldwide. I know them, but I wanted it to be everybody. So I put it out there, and I can't remember, probably at the end of one of the old videos on the other channel, and just said, hey, you want to reach out, and anybody can come on the channel. No problem. And I got a nice little email from Mr. Wizard here.
That's me.
Yeah, and he said, "Yeah, I would love to come on. I'd love to come on the show." And I said, "No problem." And I don't remember. I could probably look through my old emails. Maybe I should have done my homework before you got here. But I think you may have been 200 subscribers.
Yeah, it was so low. I remember that because that was a long time ago. It's probably definitely in the hundreds, probably under 500.
And it was definitely under 500. Yeah. And I think the thing that was cool, I didn't care, but my old person I did the channel with, whose name we do not mention, was like, I don't want to have him on the show. And I was like, why? I don't care. Like, dude, it's everybody. We're all enthusiasts. And he's like, we need bigger channels. And I said, no. So I brought you on the show because I didn't care. And I said, come on. Let's talk. And you were so enthusiastic, you were super excited, and you're super grateful to be on the show. And then when I started doing some more research on you, that's when I discovered some really awesome stuff about you. I was watching your channel. I loved it. And then I think we did meet up eventually at West Coast Racers. I think
so. Yeah. Oh boy, so long ago, but I think so.
And then we met up at Universal one time. For really, really quick. Like, I don't even think we went in the park because the park wasn't open.
City walk. And I remember you said you were taking the train. Or you parked at the train or something about the train because you had to go back home. Yeah. But yeah, because we came, I think we just got a donut or something.
We did. All we did was get the whole channel was I was going to try to ride the train all the way to Universal, and I did. And then I met you, and then it was like, then I got a phone call because like something with something at my house, some delivery or something.
Oh yeah, that's when you're doing like something with remodeling or construction. You're like, oops, the guy's here, and I got to go back home.
Yeah, because my wife was sitting. Yeah, exactly. Well, the park was closed anyway, but it was cool. And then and then that's when I noticed that you did one of the coolest, and I still think it's baller. I haven't seen anybody else who's done it, but you bought a billboard.
Yes, I did. One of
talk about that.
3 eventually. Was it 3? Or no, yeah, one of 3.
3? I only know the one.
So I got one a long time ago on Ventura Boulevard, and I got it. The first one was on Ventura, and I was like, how much is this? I'm like, I did it honestly, not even so people can subscribe. I just want to do it because it looked cool.
Right.
such a teenager thing.
Before people know, Ventura Boulevard is a major thoroughfare here in the what's known as the Valley. If you ever heard of the Valley of California, that's where Ventura Boulevard runs through. Very major thoroughfare.
Yes,
a lot of eyeballs.
Thousands of people like go on it every day. Yeah. It's funny. It's actually the billboard I got is actually close to my current apartment. Now
that's awesome.
But it was right out in Ventura and Topanga, right by the Ralphs. It's a big thing. I think it was only like $6,000 or something.
Yeah,
which is crazy. Like I said, definitely didn't have any business doing it, but I was like, this looks cool, so I want to do it. So I designed it myself. Yeah, and I was cool seeing me because I was on it. I was like, I want to make sure I'm on this thing. Yeah. So I was like, I'm on it. And then people on the YouTube channel actually saw it. They're like, I saw your billboard. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Then I got a new billboard, a cheaper one. That was right by it. It was smaller, but it was right at Universal, Studios Hollywood Drive. And it was right by the Disneyland and the Knott's Berry Farm one. It's like a little three-peat. There's like Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, and then it was me. So I felt like very nice to be right next to the other theme parks. Yeah.
Again, I'm going to add context to this for those people who maybe have never been to Universal Studios in Hollywood. So it's right. It's like on a mountain, and the whole park is on a mountain, and then the entrance to the park is also kind of by a freeway and by the mountain there. And that's the only way in and out to the park. And because, advertising works, Disneyland has put a massive billboard up there that you have to, you cannot help but see that billboard as you're exiting the park. You have to see it. And then you said there was who else was there?
Knott's has one there, and then I was on the other side.
Knott's, yeah. So Knott's was there too. So it was like these things you had to see. And then this little, it's not little. It's going to be, yes, it was smaller, but it was more kind of like a horizontal, like your phone, like normal billboards look like that, and it was kind of like this. And there it was. Check out. You like theme parks? Check out ThemeParkWizard.
And that one actually had a QR code, so you're able to scan it to my channel, which is cool. And I like that one cool. That was nice and black, and I'm sure it's in my file somewhere in my emails. But that was a really cool one, and I might get one again in the future because it's so cool. I just gotta pay off some stuff.
Yeah, but and probably what I'll do through the magic of editing, I'm gonna put a picture of it right here, because it was so cool. Because I think I'll double check, but I think that it's still on Google Maps. If you go to Google Maps Street View, it's there.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. And I remember that one time I was on a live stream, and then you sent me coordinates, and I was like, I'm so confused. Right. And the coordinates were my billboard, and I'm like, oh.
That's right. I did, for those who may not know, if you go to my YouTube channel right now, I did a campaign because when I had left my original channel, I was out of the game for a long time, and then I did this little thing where I said, hey, where's the ambassador, blah, 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 and I was sending people coordinates, and I had a lot of my friends make little jokey posts about, where's the ambassador, and that the coordinates that I did for you when you helped me out was the coordinates to your billboard.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I don't even know how you found that.
Very sneaky.
So cool.
But so yeah, that's how we met, and we've met up a few times since then, and I've been on some of your live streams. I know you'd done some, like there was Theme Park Universe and
Theme Park Universe. There was I have the Wizard and Friends podcast now. Some random different ideas always spout in my head.
Yeah, and it's cool because I like that you're just like trying a lot of stuff, and maybe some of the stuff doesn't get the numbers, but what it does is it just gets the reach. People are like, oh, he's there, and then like you have all these cool guests that come on, and I always feel like I'm just like small potatoes when I come on. I'm like, why am I here? Like you've got these big old channels, but it's kind of funny how it's kind of like a mirror image of itself, right? How it's like now I'm the guest on your shows, and I'm like, please be on my show.
Look at that, and you better come. You haven't been on in quite a while.
No, it's been a while.
We've had gosh, it's been a while. I think we've had like Scott Gooston. He was on the channel. Wow. He's a cool person to talk to. And Alicia Stellar, she was awesome to talk to that one time.
So I'll put obviously all the links to all his social medias down here in the comments. So, or not the comments, the description. What am I talking about? I'm not very good with the call to actions. Like, hey, smash the comment section. I don't know what this is that, but what I think one of my favorite memories of you and I is when Wonder Woman opened up. We got to hang out on Media Day that day.
That very hot day. There was no shade. I'll never forget that. But it was cool. I was with all my buddy PJ from SoCal Pals because spoiler alert, guys, or not spoiler alert, but my wife loves super intense roller coasters. My stomach can't handle super intense roller coasters. So I need a buddy to bring me out to ride Wonder Woman for me. So I got the POV. Thank you, Six Flags, for inviting me out, by the way, and my buddy. But it was super cool. I liked, even though I can't handle super intense roller coasters, I love the construction of them. I love watching them. And I love the kinetic energy they bring. So I love everything about roller coasters. My body just can't handle anything like above Incredicoaster. So
no, see, I can't even do an Incredicoaster. Incredicoaster to me is like 45 seconds too long, and I'm like, get me off this thing, it's too long.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm like, now I was like all my life, but now I'm 29. I'm still, I guess, young. But I'm like, the older you get, the less I'll be able to handle. But so totally fine. I have accepted my fate, but that does not stop me from covering Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift and being super pumped about opening day. Like, I'm definitely going to take off work for that one.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not going to ride it, but I'm like, oh my God, I was spend all day watching people riding and seeing the energy. And roller coasters bring so much energy to a theme park or amusement park. It's so cool. I know everyone's so happy and excited, and it's like they bring community together. And I love that.
Absolutely. I'm super stoked for that roller coaster, but I'm looking at the way that because I'm with you. Like, I'm almost double your age. And I've been starting to slowly get vertigo as I ride roller coasters now. And, it stinks because I love them. But I watched the updates and the testing of that. And for those who may not know, the Fast and Furious roller coaster has roller coaster cars that spin. They call yaw in the industry. They're motorized, so they're controlled spin. So as it's going, it can drift around corners like the race cars do, or the Fast and Furious cars. And I'm looking at it, I'm going, I will probably ride this once.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I think
full of Dramamine.
I think I just made a comment on this, and that was a group chat. A group chat with Mond Firefighters and Universal High.
Sure,
and I made this comment. I was like, and I'm another group chat, but I was like, it's like a trend now. I get Fast and Furious, and I had to with the noise and stuff. The innovative spinning, which is super cool. I also get motion sickness, so the motion sickness and intensity are too much for me. Yeah. I won't be riding it, but I'll be looking at it.
Yeah.
But look, the new Legoland coaster also spins.
Yeah.
The
right.
Cosmic Rewind spins. I feel like the last few coasters are this spinning thing. I'm like, I guess it's a trend, but I do hope it goes away because I want to be able to ride some of the coasters. Also, I do want to try Cosmic Rewind because that doesn't go upside down. So I think I'll be able to try that once. I just hope it doesn't spin too much because I really do get motion sickness.
I heard it doesn't spin like whoa. I heard it just kind of turns backwards and kind of faces you in the direction that they want to, the show scenes that they want you to see. The good thing is I'm personally friends with one of the engineers of that ride, so I'll talk to him about it.
Good. You know what? He needs to give me the rundown. Be like, as long as it doesn't do like a crazy thing. I know it's controlled, but it can be a nice controlled swivel, and that'll be okay.
Listen, I don't like to go backwards. Like, I have a hard time going backwards on a roller coaster. I always have. I'm not sure why. My brain just doesn't agree with me.
It is an interesting sensation.
Yeah, my brain just doesn't agree with me. So I can handle it in small bursts. So that's why I think if I prepare and I hydrate and I take Dramamine and it's the only ride I ride all day, I could probably do Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift once.
I know. That thing's crazy. For those of you who know, it's 72 miles per hour. I mean, that's pretty fast. I mean, it's
very
faster than Velocicoaster. And then he starts spinning around. I'm like, my goodness, what are you guys, 15? Like, this is crazy. Can you do the Mummy backwards? Because I know it's backwards, but it's kind of not slow, but it's not like it's kind of a longer backwards. So how does that?
The Mummy Hollywood.
Yeah. Hollywood.
It's a little bit different than the Orlando one. It's just about the right length.
Okay.
It's just about the right length.
Because I know it's like a longer backwards, but it's not like a crazy intense backwards. So I don't know how.
It's just going backwards.
Yeah,
like Montezuma's Revenge at Knott's Berry Farm was hard for me to do. Any Boomerang is hard for me to do. Surprisingly, Superman Escape from Krypton (RIP) did not.
Wasn't that bad?
That didn't bother me.
Maybe because I guess it was kind of shortish. I don't know.
Well, no, it was pretty long, but I think I don't know.
No, it is a long.
I'm not sure why.
Interesting.
But
maybe the vehicle.
It may have been the ride vehicle, may have been the speed. I'm not sure, but I'm worried about Top Thrill too. I want to ride it, but I'm worried about it.
Oh, Yeah, that one. That's a big backward swing launch there. Oh.
So we'll see. Listen, and you know, and I'm not saying that the ride's bad. I'm just saying personally for me, for example, there's a ride that I was able to ride a few years ago, which was Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City.
Crazy. That's a free spin, isn't it?
Well, it is, yes, but it is controlled, meaning that it's not like a Sierra Sidewinder,
okay.
but it's a mock, free spin, but it's like they use magnets to kind of control the spin. I did not like that ride. I was waiting for it to end. I couldn't wait to get off of it. My son loved it so much he rode it multiple times, but I was like, "You're gonna ride it solo, my friend."
Oh my gosh, I had a similar story with Hagrid's. Now I actually love Hagrid's and the coaster. I personally didn't get affected, but stupid me, I had my mic receiver in my pocket.
Oh,
the
no.
little portion that connects to the phone was jabbing my thigh.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I was having such a fun time, and I just wasn't realizing it was actually hurting until the end when we stopped, and we were just going really slowly towards the brake run, and then I was like, oh my god! And then the universe they don't mess with those pushing those restraints on you.
Yeah.
So I think it was restraint. It was like pushing it like this. I was like, please, I'm gonna restrain off this thing. Hurts. I had a big bruise, and it went away. But I was like, ouchie.
Yeah.
But I really loved Hagrid's. But I was like, ouch. I was like, I should have kept that in my locker. But
I love Hagrid's too. And again, that backward section is just
about the limit. The backwards
just about the limit for me.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. I had something similar happen, and hey, here's one of those moments where you can say, hey, let us know in the comments below if you've ever had been hurt on a ride in an annoying way. Very similar to you, Ethan. I was on what's it, Magnum XL 200 at Cedar Point, that the world's first.
That's a tall one.
Yeah, and it's a lovely ride. I loved it, but Cedar Point had on the restraint, the lap bar restraint, had put some foam on there and used a what's it called, a zip tie, a zip tie on either end to hold it in.
Was that zip
and
tie
the zip tie was
you?
Yes,
Oh,
the zip tie section was the little sharp bit was pointing down, and every single air time I was like, ow, and I was like trying to put my hand there, but I was like, no, my hand is bare skin.
Yeah,
at least my jeans will at least save me.
Oh, that's horrible. Why do you use a zip tie?
Because zip tie and duct tape make everything work. But I just, and it stinks because that was my very first ride on it, so it was almost like tarnished because I was just thinking about that thing the whole time.
And they have some tall hills there, so I feel like it definitely wasn't like a light prick.
Have you ever been on that one? Have you been to Cedar Point?
I have 2 times when I was a young boy.
Okay.
I've not been on that one. I've saw it.
Yeah.
But I think I wanted to go on Gemini.
Yeah.
I never got to get on that one either. But I wanted to go on, and Maverick looked interesting to me too. And it looks like it wasn't intense until I watched the POV, but I'm like, oh, this is not what I thought it was gonna be.
Maverick's awesome. I know there's some Maverick haters out there. I see you, Chris from ACN, but I love Maverick.
I love Chris. Oh, he hates.
I love Chris too. He hates Maverick for whatever reason, but it's all good. Whatever. More rides for me. But yeah, it's one of those things, and what's so funny about Magnum XL 200 is that literally the airtime hills are like triangles. And you're just like, it's so funny. I love it.
That's crazy. Yeah, it must have been quite a pain when each time that airtime came.
So what's a ride? You said that you had a hard time on coasters. What was the ride or a series of rides where you first discovered, oh, this may not be for me?
That's interesting. Okay, so ever since I was a little boy, I was like, this coaster looks too big for me. So I was like, I did all the Disney ones. Then I went to the Universal ones, and then it was the Incredicoaster because I was like, okay, I've never been on a loop before.
Oh, right,
like,
yeah.
I was like,
that's a good first loop
let's
coaster.
get on this first loop because how does my body handle the loops? Because I was like, if I get on this loop and I'm fine, then maybe I'll just keep going up. But I got on a loop and I instantly got super motion sickness. I'm like, okay, so this is what happens. Now I went each subsequent time it's gotten much better, and I know it's like before I had to like sit down, and I even tried to make myself throw up because it was like so bad. And then I waited in line for Reggie Swings Racers, and by the time I got on the ride, it was gone. When the second time I went on the Incredicoaster, it was it was California Screaming at the time.
Yeah, at the time, right?
Because in the Incredicoaster, they replaced the loop, and I think that was it. Because I went on the Incredicoaster the first time, after like brand new and nothing with a brand new smooth loop with nothing. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just this rough loop that was a problem because the loop itself was okay, but it was brand new. So I was like, maybe that's it. And so the Incredicoaster I can actually do multiple times now because it doesn't really affect my stomach.
Nice. I guess I didn't realize that Intimate had come in and retracted for when they redid the ride.
Yeah, well, they literally only replaced the loop. And I know that because I saw the crane take away the loop and put a new one on, but they didn't touch any other part of the track. But the loop was great, nice and shiny and white when it reopened in 2018.
Yeah.
And it felt amazing. The old California Screaming loop, and it made sense because when I went on it, it was like the coaster was shaking. Yeah. And I don't think my body liked that too much. And then so going up and down. But now I close my eyes on the loop, so I at least don't see the upside down sensation.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my stomach is okay now that it's smoother. So I guess smooth loops I can do, which is why I do want to try Revolution because I feel like that's the
Revolution
same thing.
Revolution is so funny. It's so buttery smooth for being built in the 70s. But the Anton Schwarzkopf knew what he was doing. It's incredible. It'll make you laugh. Speaking of Incredicoaster.
Because it looks like, I mean, it's just like almost the same stats and the same thing, I feel like.
Pretty close. I would say it's less intense. The hills aren't as steep. And
yeah, it looks smaller.
There is a little helix at the end that gets a little bit whoa, because the train designs are going to be completely different. Heavier, kind of clunkier, older trains, but at least they take the shoulder restraints off. But no, you'd like Revolution is something I recommend to everybody because it's even for newer coaster people because I think that it's a really great first introduction to a loop because it actually to get to the loop it's actually like this really gentle slope. It's like
oh yeah, it looks so nice. I'm like, okay, that doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty cool actually,
Yeah,
like something like Tatsu, I can see myself never getting on that because not even my wife, who loves intense roller coasters, she went on that last time we went at a media event for something. I think it was for Holiday in the Park, and we went. And then she went on it, and she was like, ooh, that was the first time I actually got scared on that one. I'm like, okay, well, I won't be on.
Tatsu's no joke. Listen, Tatsu is such an amazing feeling. You're flying around, and you're like, this is amazing. I'm flying, and then it's like, pretzel loop. You're like, holy cow.
Yeah, the press loop part looks like I'm going to die.
No, the pretzel loop part, and even the pretzel loop is rough, but I think the worst part of and I've shared this before, but the worst part for me personally is as I've survived the pretzel loop, right as you come out of it, they don't even give you a chance to breathe. Legitimately, right as you come out of it, they throw you into a 0G roll.
Yeah, that goes right into the other version. I'm like, that
0G roll kills me. That's what kills me. Because I'm like prepping. I'm like, oh, I can do this, and I come out. I'm like, yeah. And it goes, just kidding.
Luckily, after that, it's over. But I was like, wow, like.
No. Don't ride Tatsu if you can't ride coasters. It's not worth it.
Terrible. But that's another one. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So I love watching. I love standing there and just watching it. I'm like, wow.
It is a beautiful ride.
Graceful. I have so much B-roll of that on my computer for Six Flags videos. I'm like, that looks so good. I stand on the top of the hill when I'm not too lazy to walk up there and just like sit there filming because I'm like, wow. Right. It looks like a bird or like a dragon as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
A dragon flying through the sky.
And it's smooth and it's so fun and graceful. It's great. It's so funny you were speaking about Incredicoaster, and I've never been able to ride an Incredicoaster yet. Every time that I've been there.
It's been closed. Broken down.
Correct.
Yeah, they haven't fixed that problem.
I was there 2 Marches ago. So this month, not last year. Oh, wait, was it last year? No, not last year, but the year before. No. I can't remember. Maybe it was last year. It's either last year or 2 years ago. I mean, it was close. It was unfortunate because I would still like to experience it. But
I must say, and it's cool to have some cool little show scenes.
Right.
I mean, there's nothing's moving, but it's better than it was there for. I do like that they enclose the laundry tubes, as people call them.
Yeah.
Because, give them an opportunity to do something with them. So at night, it's really cool because the fire one all lights up. So I do like to ride it. I just can't ride it more than 2 times. And one day.
Listen, I don't blame you. I do remember riding, because way back in the day when I lived in Orange County and I had a season pass to Disneyland. It was a premier pass, no blackout dates, parking included. Could go whenever I wanted. and it was $375.
Wow, wait.
That won't even give you like one park one day, probably.
Really won't. Oh my gosh.
So that was pretty cool. And so I rode California Screamin' a lot. And, when they redid the music, I think they had Red Hot Chili Peppers there one time, music, stuff like that. But I always just thought it was too long. So I was getting sick too towards the end. Like when I was on the breaker and I was like,
it is very long. I must say, it just keeps going and going, and then you go on those hills and like, it's nice and graceful.
Maybe you would know.
I wish they would get new trains. I feel like if they get new trains, maybe I feel like that would help me out. Like more modern looking.
Possibly.
Trains. Yeah.
Is it the longest coaster in California?
Let's see. I think it's 5,000. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's the longest steel coaster in North America, they said.
In North America?
Yeah, because it's at 6,000
Really?
feet. 6,032 feet or something.
I just thought it was California, but I'll trust you. Hey, let us know in the comments. Get
Let
in the
us know
comments.
if something got surpassed. But last time
but I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
America.
Probably not. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, you start thinking about like, oh, well, what about? Or like, oh no, that's in China. Oh, well, what about? Oh no, that's in Japan. Oh wait. Oh no, that's in Saudi Arabia.
Exactly.
Speaking of that, well, that stinks because you probably would never want. I mean, you probably would go to Six Flags Qiddiya just to check out the vibes, but you probably would never ever ride that.
I would go to Six Flags Qiddiya because the theming looks incredible.
Right.
And they have some cool. I like water rides a lot, so I'd want to ride the log ride. And I like the water coasters, the mock water coasters, like Journey to Atlantis. I love that one.
Yeah.
And I want to try that one as well. And they have some cool. I think I have a dark ride too.
Yeah,
it looks pretty cool. But the theming looks incredible. But I just go to literally just look at
Falcon's Flight would be just like you'd be like, if I ever wanted to go out, that's the way I would go.
Exactly.
Just ride it.
I would just stay like this at that large camelback. I'm like, oh, whoa, that's incredible. How do people survive that? I saw the Coaster Studios, Mr. Taylor over there, and Sarah's POV of that one, the reaction. And as soon as that guy became speechless, I'm like, yep, I'll never be on there.
When you start seeing him have a genuine reaction, like, because, you and I know him.
Yeah,
and
he's been on so many roller coasters.
He's been on so many, and so, when you see him have a reaction that's not normal to his POVs, you're going to go, okay, something's happening.
Yeah, it was like, he's just speechless the rest of the ride. I'm like, yep. I'd be dead.
Right. It does look like a cool park, though. Let's see what else is going on in the industry right now. So we have the Fast and the Furious, obviously, going on at Universal. Let's stick with Universal.
And you'll be there opening day.
I hope so. I'm not on their media list. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'll be taking off, and I'll be there opening day.
I would love to be there opening day. I've made friends with a guy who lives just down the street from me, believe it or not, who works as a tech at Universal, and he's working on that ride right now. And don't worry, Universal, if you're watching, he has not violated any NDAs, but he's just as excited about that ride as me. And I've been trying to work an angle to be a +1 for him, but I don't know if it's going to happen. But I will try to be there on at least opening day.
Wait, so he's a ride tech?
Yeah, he's working on the ride, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, really cool guy.
So he's working on the spinning, the rotation.
I don't know. He hasn't gone into detail about what capacity of tech that he's working on. Again, he's very cautious, very smart, really nice guy. And I'm not going to have anybody spill the beans. That's not who I am. But he's just really excited. He's the one who told me that they call it yaw. I just thought that was funny. He's like, yeah, we're working on the yaw. I'm like, yaw, that's so funny.
Yeah,
it's a real word.
Because on the community notices they post every month, I always see yaw testing. I'm
yaw
like,
testing.
The yaw rotation. They put quote rotation. I'm like,
yes, I know it's a scientific engineering term. Yes, it is. Think of an airplane. Well,
but anyway, your friend, he probably won't tell you, but there's a good chance if he's a ride technician, he'll be riding this month, because at least on the community notice that they post online, they said the ride technicians will be riding this month, so maybe he'll have a chance to ride.
No, he told me all about that. He said he's told me the order of the chain of command who gets to ride it first. Stuff like that. I will not be sharing that here. And I forget I even said that, but I do know the order of operations of who's going to be riding it first and who's going to be riding it second, who's going to be riding it third. But I'll show you after we cut.
Unlucky me, as you know, I do lots of Universal updates. I go every week, and yet I still cannot catch this thing spinning. I'm like, it doesn't work.
Oh, see, there you go. That's your bad luck.
doesn't want to spin. I'm like, and you know what? I was the day
Because you knew to embrace the yaw. You go, today's the day I'm going to see yaw, and it'll happen.
I know. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow because my goodness, the day they were which one they unveiled the ride cars, that whole media day thing, and they set out some test runs.
Yeah.
The day before I was moving, so I was already off, and I was like, I called in sick that day, so I was moving apartments, and we had to be home all day. I'm like, and I knew it was happening. I was like, should I just be home all day long? I mean, should I call in sick? And I didn't. I was so mad at myself. I'm like, I should have taken another day off. I should have taken another and just gone.
That's all right.
And so it's okay.
Well,
when it opens, I'll be there for 5 hours just getting so much footage.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait.
And you get some good shots from like the Starway, or what's it called, the Starway?
Yeah, the Starway. Yeah.
Yeah, you get some good views from there. So it'll be nice. What else is going on? It seems like there's more stuff going on at Universal. What's going on with Universal Hollywood right now?
Ooh, let's see. There is currently under construction right now a new tech services building under construction by the sheriff's station there. It's going to open in the Q3 of 2027, according to Universal's own post. And then they have they are doing some stuff in the back lot, a lot of consolidation, because I think they're going to eventually expand the theme park into the lower lot over there. But the big thing for this year right now is they're going to, King Kong, by the way, just went to 2D. I saw it today.
Oh, yeah. I saw that update.
It was pretty good. I think it looked better in 2D than 3D.
Oh, good.
Which is pretty cool. So you should check it out. And it's nice not having to carry glasses on the studio tour for 45 minutes anymore. So
I'm sure the park and the tram operators and everybody are happy about that too.
Yeah, imagine how many just went and missing in the
over
back
the edge.
lot.
Yep.
And so many times I actually, unexpectedly, like mine were still in my head as I was walking on the escalators. Like, oh crap, my glasses are still in my head. I'm not going back down there, so I just dropped somewhere.
Yeah.
So much better, but. We got some new security hubs opening up this year or by next month. And then it's going to be amazing, guys, because check this out. It's going to be like Orlando. We're about to have security at the parking garages like Orlando and like Disneyland. They're building a big wall around the property, and then you'll be able to do the best thing possible. Ready, Mark? Ready,
yes.
Watch this? You'll be able to go in the park, come out to City Walk and eat, and then just walk back in without going through security.
Incredible.
I've been waiting for that for years.
About time.
Because I love eating at Vivo at City Walk, one of my best restaurants
Shout
ever.
out Vivo.
Love Vivo. So good. The one here is better than in Orlando, by the way. And, it's so good. So the fact I'm able to go ahead and just ride something, come out, and go back in so easily, I'm so excited. But then they're going to start building the hotel, which is so great. I'm so excited to stay in the hotel. And when it opens by the Olympics. And then there's some other cool stuff, but I don't know how confident I am in it actually happening. So I won't say and get you excited. But those are the very things that are happening, so I'm super excited.
No, spill the beans. Spill the beans.
Spill the beans? Okay.
Disclaimer. This all stuff is just speculation from here on out.
This is speculation from here on out, guys. The next year there might be a new film in the DreamWorks theater to How to Train Your Dragon. Mm-hmm. But also I've heard How to Train Your Dragon is coming to replace Fast and Furious Supercharged on the studio tour. So see, this is where it gets muddled up. And then,
that'd be cool though. That'd be super cool. Someone's gonna replace it.
I'll take Dragon anywhere. Love, after just going to Epic Universe last month, I love Alaberg.
Sure.
But whatchamacallit? What else? Oh, The Simpsons will be around until after the Olympics, like a couple weeks after the Olympics. That's what I heard. And then my own speculations, I think a lower lot expansion where those sound stages are, I think that will start this year, open up in 2029. But that's my own speculation based on my own research that I've seen. I did my own myself. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think I would bet on it if I could that would start this year and open up in 2029 as the next big thing after Fast and Furious.
Does that have anything to do with that where they cut into the the land there on the other side of the Starway, kind of close to that final Raven dive on Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
They cleared all that land and shored it up. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so that is a big event space, and I think it kind of does because I still think that the Halloween Horror Nights house that's usually nestled between the Mummy on the other side there, I think it's going to move over there. Not this year because it's still at the Mummy, but I think it's next year or the following years because I'm not sure how long Mummy will be around. But if something happens to Mummy or when construction happens over there, there's another space now for that Halloween Horror Nights house to be. But right now it's a Fan Fest Nights thing. There's a big Jurassic Park thing set up there.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, a bunch of props and things like that, right?
Yeah, so that's super cool. And there's the big tent, and I don't know what's inside the tent, but I'm hoping it's a dinosaur.
What's in the tent?
Like a dinosaur meet and greet. That'd be super cool. But I eventually think it'll be, because it's approved for like a permanent like structure, like an actual structure.
Oh,
so
really?
I think that structure will be a permanent Halloween Horror Nights tent, similar to what they have in Orlando.
Okay.
I'm guessing to replace the location that's right there by the Mummy, just in case they want to take all of that away.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they also did that because all the hillsides are falling because of erosion, earthquakes, and floods, and all the California cool stuff. So they're like, hey, if I have to spend some money to fix the hill, let's create something new. And so, kill two birds with one stone.
Makes sense to me. Okay, let's shift over to what else is going on. We've got a lot of stuff happening over at Disneyland as well. We've got the new Avengers campus area has the big ride that's being built there. What do you know about that?
Oh, that ride is... I hope it proves me wrong, because it just looks like it's like a Transformers thing. I mean, I think they literally have 3D glasses in the concept art, which is unfortunate. I'm kind of over the 3D glasses.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be basically like the Peter Pan thing at Fantasy Springs, so like a whole bunch of screens and some sets in the foreground and screens in the background type of thing. I love the Avengers and I love Marvel, so I was wishing we'd get another roller coaster out there. Because, as I've been saying, Disneyland Resort has not had a roller coaster since, drumroll please, 2001. Yeah, that's 25 years ago. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
So, to get like a Transformers type of ride, if that's what it ends up being, would be a little bit disappointing in my opinion. But a new ride's a new ride, so I'll definitely love Avengers and I'll definitely ride it, but I hope it's just a little more exciting than what they've presented so far.
Is that the Tony Stark thingy? Is that what it is?
That is the Avengers Infinity Defense, the big one. Then the Tony Stark thing is like the Kuka arm thing, and that's like what Legoland used to have, the little Knights Challenge.
Yeah.
And that's basically what that is, but you have to wear some goggles or a VR headset, and you're doing some training or something. That one's honestly that one may be the more interesting of the two, at least in my opinion, if the Transformers type thing comes to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because when I was looking at some of their own, Imagineering kind of leaks and stuff like that, where it showed the Kuka arm on some like roller coaster track, like it's gonna like maybe like move around, and I was like, the Forbidden Journey much, I don't know.
And it's even like it's not even like you go on that track just for added capacity, and there's probably like some little training in your goggles, and then you stop, and then the arm locks onto the vehicle, and then you're still in one spot, and then you just go on the track and exit. So it's not even as cool as Forbidden Journey. So it's like terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's like with such a massive IP and a massive successful IP such as the Avengers and Marvel and all that stuff, it's kind of seems like just that whole rebrand of the Bugs Life area just has kind of been a womp personally.
Yeah, it's a little dull, and I mean I like even the aesthetics of the land. I don't mind those. I just mind like Spider-Man, man. Spider-Man, you know how much money those movies make?
Yeah.
Like, why are you gonna give him a ride that's like Toy Story Midway Mania? Spider-Man deserves so much more than that.
Yeah.
And so it was very disappointing when Web Slingers came out. It was cool because it was new, but then you're like, man, so much more could have been here. It's for Spider-Man, like he deserves. I just went on Spider-Man at Islands of Adventure, and that was so cool.
Ride. That's a great ride. Yeah.
It's
like, more in the spirit of of kind of having fun, even though it's an old ride system, but it's still fun.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know why they couldn't. I wish they'd close that one and start over, to be honest.
Well, I felt that whole way about the whole entire Marvel thing. Like I said, when I was there, like, I don't know, again, I can't remember if it was like a year or 2 years ago, but I was walking around, and obviously I'd been on Mission Breakout before, which was fine. I think that.
I love that one.
I think that's fine. They did really well with that one. But I was walking around the Avengers campus, and I was bored. I mean, the aesthetic is fine, but it didn't have anything to it. Just to me, it just looked like, I don't know, concrete and okay, we've got an Avengers logo here, and then so let's quickly have the Marvel character lookalikes just walk around so that people will stop looking at the concrete.
Yeah, you know, and the sad part is even they've cut a lot of the entertainment, so they used to have shows and stuff, and now they're not there anymore. Even the meet and greets are like, they're not there anymore. So I'm like, there's really nothing over there. I'm like, poor Marvel. Again, the biggest franchise, and you give them such a little tiny.
Yeah, you look at Galaxy's Edge. It's like, whoa, Galaxy's Edge. And then it's like, okay, here's another huge, massive IP, and it's like, we've got concrete slabs and a Quinjet. Hey, cool.
Yeah, like a quarter the size. I'm like, come on, man. It should
Hey,
be
can
like
we go in the Quinjet?
Should have been like a Cars Land type, but like big thing, you know. So I don't know why they did that. But
yeah. Oh well. What else? I mean, is there anything else that's being rumored by Disneyland right now?
For California Adventure, I'm excited for the Coco ride. I love the boat rides. I love Coco. And the California Adventure, I think, needs a nice family boat ride, so that should be really cool.
Yeah.
And Coco's a great movie. And the Avatar rides, I'm excited for Avatar Land because I can't get to Florida every year, so to have our own version of Pandora and the bioluminescence at nighttime every night, unlike Animal Kingdom, which closes so early, I would love that. So I'm excited for those whenever. Well, Coco's already underway, but whenever Avatar starts, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing that. What was it called? Disney Forward. What was it called? There was that one where they were going to build.
Oh yeah, the Disneyland Forward.
Yeah, it was like they were going to tear down the what's it called now? It's like the Pixar Island Hotel or whatever it was, and they were going to build like the new lands, and it looked like it was going to have like Wakanda there, and it looked like there was like Neverland and all that stuff. I would love to see them. I mean, maybe it's still in the works, but I don't know.
I hope so. Yeah, I think it's like in the far future, but that whole parking lot, so much potential. I'd like to see a Wakanda.
Yeah.
Or some sort of roller coaster come, please. Disney's such great high themed roller coasters. We need another one.
Yeah, bring over the Monsters Inc. roller coaster that's going in. That looks so cool.
That'd be awesome. Like, come on, I want it now.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the great working relationship that Disneyland or Disney Company has with Vekoma, you know. That just looks so super cool. They could easily bring it over.
Easy, yeah. Push because has the vertical lift, so it saves space. So, and it's all indoors, so it's like perfect.
Yeah. Speaking of Vekoma, good transition. We got our fun little Vekoma coaster that's coming over to Magic Mountain. Now we don't know the name of it yet, and they have never officially announced it's Vekoma, but obviously us coaster people know it's Vekoma. But what do you think about that new ride coming in?
Well, I must say, you're doing a great job of getting those track pieces and supports on the Instagram there. I wanted to go over and try to go that spot, but I got too scared.
Hey, I don't ever go out of bounds. If the Google Street View car can drive on that same street, I can drive on that same street. And
because you definitely can. The little thing, I was like, oh my God, I felt weird. Even though I know it's totally normal, I was like, I feel weird. But I'm going to try again. Because
we'll go together.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, the thing is that old guard booth. What you're talking about. So when you walk, when you're driving in, there's an old guard booth that says, you're now entering backstage area, and this is off limits. That doesn't exist anymore. They just haven't turned on that booth. It's just been sitting there.
Yeah, it looked kind of abandoned. So
yeah, it's a public road, and it goes. Now, obviously, they own both sides of the. Land on either side of the road, but it allows access to the employee parking lot. But it also, there is a new neighborhood that they built up above Magic Mountain. It's called 5 Points, and 5 Points bought a lot of the land kind of adjacent to that. So that's also access for their construction crews to go over there. They do a lot of breaking down of like large boulders and stuff. They kind of have a little yard back there to kind of do that, and they built some like reservoirs and stuff back there. So, it's Yeah, and then I never jump over any fences. I never, I'm not going on anybody's property. I'm always making sure I'm parked on the road, or at least off to the side of the road, so that I'm not blocking
cars,
anybody. And that was just pure luck. I've shared the story before. I'll share it again here. I was just driving around and just had this idea in my head. Hey, I haven't been over to, because I knew the ride was coming. Obviously, we saw the demolition of the Golden Bear Theater. And, that had been torn down, and then nothing had happened for a long time. They put up markers and all this different stuff. And then I caught wind from a friend who was on my last episode, so Nicholas Laxovich, because he lives up there. He said, hey, I heard that there's been stuff that's been delivered. So I just drove by because I was out and about, and sure enough, I saw a track there, and I was able to snap a photo. And it was just pure luck. I mean, really, there was no, I wasn't camping out or anything like that. And so, again, there were some people that posted before me, but these were individuals who snuck into the lot, and I think they sat on the track and took pictures.
Oh, that's no good.
No, that's silly.
Yeah, no, Mark, he just does it from the road.
No, yeah, I'm not going to do that. But I was just really lucky, and so I got it blew up, and yeah, that's all it is. It's just I'm just really lucky. So
yeah, but that gives me hope that I know they're pushing dirt, but boy, I've lost interest until I see some support in. So when then I'll come back for more updates. Good.
Right. All the supports have been delivered.
Yeah, but it looks cool. I think it'll look like, based on your pictures, looks bigger than I thought. So I think it'll make quite a presence.
It's the track itself and the supports are chunky. They are big.
Yeah, like humongous.
Yeah. And, speaking of movement, the last time I was there, I went with our friend Dylan, Theme Park Obsession, just to walk around, hang out. And we saw that they'd brought some more earth movers to the site and that some fresh, I don't know if they were if they were just replaced markers with new markers or if they put new markers in new spots. I don't know, but you could tell that they hadn't had the 3-year sitting there in the sun, But I think as of today, I was watching somebody else's channel. I think it was Today's Walk. Shout out to Today's Walk. He was at Magic Mountain yesterday, and they were actively dozing the dirt.
Good.
Yeah.
See, that's nice because, I know they said 2027, so that's good. Hopefully it's like early 2027.
The rumor I had, again, this is not confirmed by anything, but the rumor I heard is that they will start going vertical this month.
Oh, really?
I don't have that on good authority. It's just rumor authority.
Confirmed. It's going to vertical.
It's a giga.
Well, that's good because then I can go back to the park. Hopefully, when it's not too hot and do some updates. And I'm excited for Bugs Bunny World in the meantime, though, because that whole area
that's so cool.
Would be a nice refresh, especially the pavement. It's so terrible. So glad they're ripping it all up and starting fresh. I'm super excited for that because. Yeah, kids need a nice area too, and it adds some cool theming to the area. So that should be good.
Yeah, even though it's for kids, it's going to show what the park could potentially do throughout the entire park.
Exactly, because if it's anything like Hurricane Harbor, which looks fantastic now,
right?
I think it'll look really good because I'm sure next up or hopefully in the future is the Samurai Summit area, which looks like if you just touch the handrailing, you can get a blister because there's wood coming out of it.
I'm worried about sneezing and causing that building to burn down.
Yeah. Geez, so if Bugs Bunny World looks good, that'll be like 2 for 2. So that means I'm like, okay, good. I trust them with Samurai Summer to really make it look awesome. Possum. And I hope this coaster maybe has some surprise theming elements, a waterfall or something.
I would love that. I know because they left the stadium seating from the Golden Bear Theater there.
A long time ago, someone told me that that's gonna be like a waterfall. I hope it's true.
I hope it's true. I mean, if it's not true, please make it true because it would be really cool.
Because I mean, it's there. I feel like they left it there for a reason. I mean, why not reuse it?
Right, and I think they made that, like going back to what you said about Universal. I think it was left there because it's holding up that entire mountain.
Yeah, that's probably true. And it's crazy.
But do something with it. Don't just leave it. And
it's crazy when they took away all those trees, like how close the other side is. Like Crazy Annie's right there and Gold Rush was like right there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I don't know why they don't just make a tunnel between the two so you don't have to go all the way around. Just make a little walkway or something.
There are 2 tunnels underneath that mountain. One of them is being used by Full Throttle. Okay.
Oh, but that was for the monorail, right? Before.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm thinking like a.
Actually, there's 3 tunnels. I lied. There's 3 tunnels. One's being used by Full Throttle. The other one's being used by Gold Rusher, and the third is not being used.
Well, the third or a fourth new one, since it's already a construction site, just blast a little hole in there for make a nice pedestrian walkway. So the people
just bring back Falcon's Flight.
Don't
or
have
not Falcon's Flight. What was it called? Eagle's Flight.
Eagle's
Flight. Just bring back the chairlift.
Because you know how much time that saved to go from just Full Throttle basically to right across the road. So all the way in. Like, that'd be so nice.
Bring back the monorail. Man,
a nice new version of that. It could be a people mover. Bring back the Beat Disney at their own game. Bring back the people mover.
Exactly. Call it the people mover.
Yeah.
Do they still own the patent? Who knows?
Just call it people dash mover. So
yeah. Just a PEEPL. Yeah. While we're on a roll, let's cover the rest of the parks here in Southern California. So we've got the new Vekoma coaster that's the prototype that's coming in 2027. Hopefully that looks going to be sweet. Down in Knott's Berry Farm, finally. Speaking of just things that have taken forever.
Montezuma's. It looks like something's being worked on there.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll open this year. Who knows? I mean, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I've been so excited to have the Montezuma's Revenge open with randomized launches coming soon in 2023.
Yeah, I mean, I still hope that it does have the randomized launches. I still hope that it's... I mean, I know it's still called Montezuma's Revenge... No, the Forbidden Journey? No. Oh, my gosh. I'm going for...
Forest or something?
I'm going mixing IPs again.
All these rides nowadays...
Forbidden Fortress or something?
They always have, like, a name, then a colon, then a sub-name. Like, every ride nowadays... Like, we all know what Sims call it Montezuma.
Well, and Montezuma's is a really kind of a cool name, too, because they put Zoom in there. But they had to go and put Revenge. And I don't know why, but everybody knows that what Montezuma's Revenge is. Like, come on, guys.
Exactly.
We all know that's what happens after a long night of eating some delicious south-of-the-border food. Like, why did they name it that? Well, let me ask you, Athena. We'll get back to that topic, but what do you think is the coolest name for a ride? And it doesn't have to be coaster. It could be a dark ride. What's your favorite name for a ride?
Favorite name? I haven't thought about that.
Well, as you're thinking about it, I'll say mine. I still think Revolution, whether the new or the classic, I still think Revolution is one of the greatest names for a ride ever because it was the first loop coaster, which is a revolution.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was a revolution to create a revolution, and it created a revolution in the industry. I still think that's one of the greatest names for a ride ever. How about you?
I think I just like the simple classic ones like that, And so like things like the Matterhorn.
Oh yeah. Matterhorn's classic.
Space Mountain, just simple classic Revolution, simple classic
Space Mountain
names
is
like
strong.
that,
Even though it doesn't make sense, you're like,
like where's the mountain?
What's a space
I always thought
mountain? There's a mountain in space.
I always thought when I was looking, I'm like, why is that one not shaped like a mountain? But it's like, okay,
but it's a solid name.
Yeah, it's like space, like these simple classic things. All these things like Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain, or like Star Wars, Rise of the Resistance. I'm like
Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorized Adventure.
I know, like, jeez.
The Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge.
It's like they all have like YouTube videos and they want to fill in all the 100 characters to fit for SEO. Like, oh my god, even Goofy Sky School is a much better name than any of those.
Well, that's easy to say. It's kind of like rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, Goofy's Sky School. The names for things should be what people are gonna call them. So like Radiator Springs Racers, no one ever says Radiator Springs. They said the Cars Ride. Yeah. Now that would be a boring name. So Radiator Springs Racers is good. Yeah. But I was like, like Rise of the Resistance. Yeah. People don't say Star Wars first. They just say Rise of the Resistance or Smuggler's Run. Like it should be just a couple syllables. Matterhorn. Revolution. Yeah. Gold Rusher. That's another good one.
It's a good one. Accelerator is a good one because it has the name. It just has an X.
X, and then it explains what it's doing. It's literally launching super fast.
Exactly.
It's accelerating, and it's a car theme, so that's a good one. I like that. Like,
yeah.
Clever. You don't have
bring
to
back
have,
simple names.
You don't have to have like 100 characters in your name.
Okay, so here we go. Let's have you name the new Magic Mountain. We're going back to Magic. What's the new ride going to be called? What do you want to call it?
I'm going to use the context clues of the concept art. So they have like the mechanical bird and looks like it's an inverted coaster, right? So I would call it. I would call it the flying motorbike.
Flying motorbike adventure. No, just kidding.
No adventure. That's probably what it's gonna be.
Flying.
I call it
flying
the
motor-
flying motorbike, or the flying, cycle. Something with cycle.
I think
cycling in, right?
I think
epic thrills are cycling in. So the flying something with cycle.
I think cycling is going to be part of it. I know I've shared this before because I think that bird looks like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like it has like motorcycle engine. I'm wondering if it's going to be like like Sons of Anarchy type of thing where that's like a logo for like a motorcycle gang, but in a good way, a kind motorcycle gang. And that might be like on a patch or something like that. I think cycle is going to be the name somehow. I don't know what it's going to be.
I would take you from Universal Japan. The Flying Dinosaurs.
The
nice,
Flying
simple,
Dinosaur.
good name.
Because they're like, oh, let's name it. We want to name it that. What's that? What's that flying dinosaur? Flying dinosaur. No, that's not what I meant. We already typed it in. We meant pterodactyl. We meant pteranodon.
Yeah, God.
That's funny.
So I hope it's a nice, simple name. Like Wonder Woman Flight of Courage. It's no good. People just say Wonder Woman. Should be called just Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't. I mean, they call it Batman the Ride, even though it's kind of weird that they put the ride because people are like, this isn't Batman. This is a ride.
Yeah, like it's funny when like Universal is the same thing. La Mummy, the ride. Transformers, the ride. I'm
Got
like,
it.
well, I wonder what else it could be.
Exactly.
I guess it's
Where's the
Universal.
mummy?
I guess it's Universal, so maybe people think it's a show, but I don't know.
Oh, that's true. No, I would say that could be a bigger confusion at Universal than at Six
Batman,
Flags.
the ride. Let's go on Batman. Clearly, it's some roller coaster. The ride. Okay.
Okay, or like
Thanks for telling me.
the Riddler's Revenge. I mean, it could have been just the Riddler.
Like, so funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, though, I do like the cube because at least they have some theming on that one. I like the little buildings in that Riddler's Revenge.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. See, I wish Six Flags do that with their coasters. Just a little touch of theming here.
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
What's your favorite park that's got some theming to it? In out of all the parks you've visited?
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
Let's see. My favorite park that has theming to it, probably Epic Universe. I loved that park.
Yeah.
I really liked Islands of Adventure too. So those are probably my top two.
Yeah, I agree.
Theming parks and favorite parks ever.
Yeah, Epic Universe was gorgeous. It's smaller than I thought, though. Did you have the same thing? It was smaller than I thought.
I thought the same. I was like smaller and bigger. Bigger as in Celestial Park was way bigger than I thought.
Oh,
and
right.
The lands were smaller than I thought.
Yeah,
Except
exactly.
For Isle of Berg. I was like, wow, this is interesting. It's like inverse of what I thought. But yeah, the Celestial Park was like, whoa. I'm like, I can like spend all day here. It's just it's like
So
a
pretty.
beautiful city park. I'm like, take this and put it in Woodland Hills.
Maybe they made the initial portal lands a little bit smaller because they maybe have the opportunity to expand them in the future.
Probably, yeah. Like I definitely know Potter and the Dark Universe, but I'm sure they'll expand all of them at one point.
Yeah,
and it's like initial steps, and then going on to the future.
Right.
Boy, I wouldn't mind seeing Celestial Park get more park. An expansion of Park because God, that place is beautiful.
It really was beautiful. And a lot of people complained there was not shade, but I thought there was plenty of shade. You just walk around the outside. In the middle, no, but like around outside, it had awnings and everything.
It was fine. Yeah, there was seats and benches and the shade from the portals and actual awnings. Like they should make that aesthetic come all the way into the parking lot. Like
that would be cool. I didn't like the parking lot.
I didn't like it. Because I took a bus.
Oh, that's cool. That's smarter.
Yeah.
Because like you park off to one side, and I mean, maybe. Hey, again, get at me in the comments. I didn't see a shuttle or anything like that. It was like a really weird.
I think there is.
It was weird. You had to like walk.
Yeah, there's one big.
Like if you're
walkway,
facing,
right?
if you're facing the park, the parking lot was like all to your right, and you had to walk a really long way. I thought that was kind of weird, but. That's just me. Yeah. But I think the bus is.
But maybe I think it was designed. I'm sure it was designed that way because I feel like it's gonna be parking garages at one point, so like a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Almost like the current Orlando park.
Because you think they did so much planning for the whole park that they probably you're right, it's for a reason.
Yeah, because I'm like they probably not too much infrastructure because this 10 years, this will be like totally different right now. Like maybe a second park or a city walk or something, or parking garages. Because it makes sense to not go kind of like bare bones. Because it doesn't look like, at least from the aerial shots I see, there's not like many trees or anything in the parking lot either. Like plants that are like permanent. Like you see like in a shopping center, you have some of those like planters. There's none of that. So I feel like they really plan for like it's bare bones. It'll be gone in 5-10 years type of thing.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
They continue with that, yeah.
Right. All right, so let's do this before we end. We're at a nice, good hour and 10 minutes, which is a really nice time.
Overtime.
Let's end with this. Since you are really good at like theme park news and all that different stuff, what's the biggest story of upcoming that we know about? And it doesn't have to be 2026, doesn't have to be 2027. Something, a big news that is you are most excited about.
I'm excited about the Universal UK Park.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna open 2031. I'm excited about that.
And they just started construction on that, right?
Yes, and I'm also excited about Villains Land and Cars Land. I think those will be pretty cool.
Right.
And I'm a little worried about Six Flags parks. I don't know. They sold some off.
Yeah, they sold some off.
And they've been delayed on these other ones. So I hope it gets better there. But I am excited. I don't know. Everyone keeps talking about some big thing at Magic Mountain for the Olympics. So if they get some big roller coaster or something, that'd be great.
I don't think so. 2028?
Yeah, but I'm like, it's already 2026. And
so.
I guess
maybe we'll get an event. Maybe we'll get.
The
maybe we'll get.
Was it would come after this coaster, but this coaster has obviously been delayed a couple times. So I think that might be.
Maybe we'll get like the mountain biking event that happens, and that's what Samurai Summit's going to be, the mountain biking event.
Yeah, hopefully something. Hey, if the Sky Tower reopens, that'll be great. That'll be good enough for me. That'll be a nice activity for everyone. Yeah. And I've never been up there, so it'll be a cool view from up there if they do it. So fingers crossed. I know one of the presidents said they're working on it, but I think they switched out a couple of presidents, so I don't know.
Exactly.
If that's still the plan.
Like 3 presidents ago.
Six Flags.
I know. My idea for that has always been make it an upcharge attraction and make people sign a waiver, but they don't operate the elevators, but sign a waiver and you can walk up.
Yeah, and that's fine. Look, I've walked up the Eiffel Tower before just to get the exercise, so I wouldn't mind walking up there.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, sign the waiver, and it won't be open during super hot months.
Oh yeah,
other than that, just
when it could be like in the winter time.
Charge $20, $25, $30.
Even if it's only at nighttime, like Holiday in the Park or something, like it's
that'd
cold,
be so
like
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
or Fright Fest, that'd be cool.
It's just my idea. Feel free to steal it to Six Flags. Well, I'll tell you what. Thank you again so much, Mr. Wizard, Mr. Ethan Wizard. There it is. Rocking that Universal Studios shirt. Love it. Thanks again for coming on the show, man. It means a lot to me. And again, thank you for your patience. Like, I know we've tried to get this in person podcast
this
happening.
Place looks great.
Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate you. But it was an honor to have you come up. You're someone I look up to in the industry because I think you're making awesome moves that other people don't do, and I try to emulate some of those moves. And
thank you.
You're to the moon, man. You're doing great.
Thank you. And yes, I want to come back to the studio.
You're welcome back anytime. And we'll do like a real roundtable. We'll bring some other people in, and we'll just
that'd be so awesome.
And we'll talk all things theme park. It'll be fun. And in the meantime, I'm going to put all his social medias down here in the description below. Be sure to check them out. And so on behalf of... I should say this. Hey, do you want to be on the roundtable too? I have the capacity to bring people in virtually as well as in person. If you do want to be a guest on the show, reach out. It's enthusiastroundtable@gmail.com. Again, enthusiastroundtable@gmail.com. Or you can DM me on Instagram. I am the_ambassador_ERT. You can send me a message there too, and we'll get you on the show. So again, on behalf of myself and the Theme Park Wizard, everybody ride together. Let's go!